ಆಲ್ರೈಟ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್, ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಮಳೆ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಮಳೆನಲ್ಲೂ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ, ಫುಲ್ಲು ರೈನ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೇರ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಸೊ ಹತ್ರ ಚಿತ್ರದುರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಇವಾಗ. ಸೊ ಚಿತ್ರದುರ್ಗ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ಮಳೆರಾಯನು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ನೋಡೋಣ ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತವರೆಗೂ ಮಳೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನನಗೇನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಳೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ನನಗೆಲ್ಲ ರೈನ್ ಗೇರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಗೋಪ್ರನ ನೆನೆಸೋದಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಗೋಪ್ರನ ಬಿಚ್ಚಿಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ನಾನಿವಾಗ. ಸೊ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಗೋಪ್ರನ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ see you, thank you, bye bye friends, welcome back to the trip. ಈಗ ನಾನು ದಾವಣಗೆರೆಯಿಂದ ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ರಾಣಿಬೆನ್ನೂರು ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ರಾಣಿಬೆನ್ನೂರು ಹತ್ರ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಈಗ ಸೀದಾ ಜೋಗ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 120 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟ್ರ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಅನದರ್ 2 hours ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರಿದೆ, ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾಡಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಆತನಿಗೆ. ಆ ಕೊಚ್ಚೆನಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ರೋಡ್ ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೂ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹೋಗೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇತ್ತ ಅವನಿಗೆ? ನನಗೇನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಪ್ರೂಫ್ ಜಾಕೆಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನನಗೇನು ಸಿಡ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಡ್, ರೋಡ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಸೀನಿಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನೋಡ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ಹಸಿರು 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 ಹಸಿರು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೋಡ ಕವರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು, ಒಂದು 30 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಲಿ ಮೋಡ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫುಲ್ ಕವರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಮಳೆ ಬರೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ನೋಡೋಣ, ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇದರೆಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಗಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಶೋ ಯು ಗೈಸ್. ಸೊ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಒಂದು 60-70 ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಎರಡೂ ಕೈ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ವಾಬ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೋಡಿ ನೋಡಿ, ನೋ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಗೇರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಇನ್, ನಾನು ಕೈ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೋಡಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ವಾಬ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾಟ್ ಶೂರ್ ವೈ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ವೀಕ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ರಾಯಲ್ ಎನ್ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಶೋರೂಮ್, ರಾಯಲ್ ಎನ್ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಟ್ರಿಪ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಿಂದಾಗಿ ನನಗೇನಾದರೂ ಆದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೇರ ಕಾರಣ ರಾಯಲ್ ಎನ್ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ನವರೇ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. So Royal Enfield, if you are watching this, you can check all my requests. I don't think any of my issues have got solved. In fact, the issues have increased in my vehicle. So last week, or I think couple of weeks back, when I'd given for servicing, they had told me that the issue has been fixed and there is no problem in the vehicle, and so the basically the matter what happened is basically I had gone for a service, and post service there was a complaint after second free service basically. So I was there at the Royal Enfield service center, and one agent comes, basically the service manager or whomsoever he is. So he comes to me and he asked me for complaint, and I told him, look boss, there's a weird noise coming from the engine, and there is a noise coming from the rear brake. So when I apply the brake, there's some sort of irritating noise. I don't know, it is irritating for sure, but I'm not sure if that's going to cause any problem to the rear disc brake. So these two things I told him, and then he was like, he basically showed me a video of another Royal Enfield Classic 350, and he was like, sir, if if there's a problem in engine, this is how the noise should be. And I was like, when you can hear the noise here right away in the vehicle, why are you even showing me something else which is not even relevant to my vehicle, which is basically Classic 350, which is not even same as my vehicle. So why are you even showing me that vehicle's video, and why are you trying to even match? I was not convinced enough with whatever he said. I told him, look, there is a problem in the engine, and that's the reason there is a noise coming. Until and unless the problem is fixed, I told him that I'll not take my vehicle back. You can keep my bike in the service center for how much ever long you want, I don't care, but I want the issue to be fixed. Then he started arguing with me, this service person, the service agent, whomsoever. I don't want to take his name, though I know who was, and the branch and all that. So I don't think it is specific to a particular branch, and this is most probably happening in all the branches of Royal Enfield. And yeah, back to the topic. So he basically became too rude with me, and he started arguing with me, saying that, sir, there is no problem in the engine at all. The noise that you're getting in the engine is normal. There is no problem at all. If at all required, there's a decimal meter. We'll just check the reading on the decimal meter and let you know if there is a problem in the engine. I was like, come on, how can you tell me that there is no problem in the engine with just by looking at the decimal meter noise or that reading? And then I don't know what happened. This guy got triggered off, and then he was about to hit me, literally hit me. So around 6 to 7 people were trying to control him in the service center. And this is how the Royal Enfield service agents behave with the customers. And he took it very personal as well. I didn't like it, so I went ahead and I posted a tweet on Twitter, based on which I think the Mumbai team called me up, and I gave them the complete information on what happened in that couple of hours time. And then what happened is basically the Royal Enfield main branch team, they had sent one top mechanic from the Bangalore to visit this service center, especially to verify the problem in the engine. And so this person comes in, he has looked at the again he called me up after checking the vehicle, and once he called, he specified saying that, sir, I've tested your vehicle with the decimal meter. The decimal reading shows normal. There is no problem in the engine. I said, fine. If you think that there is no problem in the engine, what happens if something goes wrong if I'm riding for long rides, on a long travel basically? He was like, sir, if at all something happens, then we will replace the head of the engine, the head, whatever the spare part is, we will replace that completely, he has told. And I told him that I don't want this verbal justification. I cannot acknowledge this unless if you can give me something on papers. So he has gone ahead and got the letterhead printed, mentioning that there is no problem in the engine, everything is normal, and this is sealed and signed by the branch office of Royal Enfield. So this is what has happened, and post that, after that particular incident, now if I mean the vehicle, they had kept the vehicle for 4 days. I don't know what they have done. Literally they have not touched my vehicle, but they had it in the service center for 4 days. And post that, look, this is what is happening to my vehicle. So as soon as the vehicle slows down, look at it, look at the way how the handle wobbles. So this wobbling has started. And the other complaint that I had raised with Royal Enfield service center, based on the noise that I'm getting when I apply the rear brakes, that still exists as well. So this is what had happened with Royal Enfield, my experience with Royal Enfield so far, especially with a particular service center in Bangalore. So this service center is basically located near Mahadevpura Outer Ring Road. I think it is known as Sai Ram Autocraft, if at all I would have to take their name, yeah, but I don't want to take any of the personal names there. So basically they don't, it doesn't seem like they have any experienced mechanics over there, because of which we are getting into this kind of issues, and this is really bringing in a very bad name to Royal Enfield. And coming back to the main point that I was discussing, this is the reason I was telling that in this trip, if anything happens to me because of the vehicle, the whole and sole responsibility shall be Royal Enfield, and they'll have to take the complete responsibility if something happens to me later on. I hope nothing happens, but in case. There's a lot of noise coming in from the front side. I don't know where that noise is coming from as well. I kept thinking it's a key basically, but it's not the key. Something else is basically scratching, or some of the bolt has gone loose or something. You can hear, I don't think if you can hear that noise, but there is this, every time when I go on the bumps, there's this some bolt disconnect kind of noise. Basically two metals are rubbing kind of. So these are all the problems is what I'm facing with the Meteor, and all these issues I've just noticed in this trip after traveling about 300 kilometers from Bangalore. So now I'm basically a bit worried on the noises that I'm hearing from the vehicle. So later on, maybe once I get on, I'll try and record the engine tappet noise as well, which Royal Enfield claims that the engine is completely normal. I'm not sure how the engine is normal, because I always feel like there is some sort of metal piece which has fallen in the piston compartment somewhere. So that's what I feel like, because every time when I accelerate, there's weird metal noise coming from the engine. as if like there's a screw or something fallen down in a metal box, and if you shake, basically that's the noise that you get here. Yeah, that being said, this is all the issues, and there is another point basically which I would like to highlight here. So this experience happened in the second service.